Chaplin's selections. Number 1. Citizen Kane, 1941. Regarded as the pinnacle of cinematic achievement, Citizen Kane isn't just a movie. It's a revolution in storytelling. Orson Welles, in his directorial debut, took audiences on an exploration of ambition, power, and the disillusionment that often accompanies success. The film follows the life of Charles Foster Kane, a newspaper magnate whose final word, Rosebud, becomes the enigmatic symbol of his lost innocence. Through its groundbreaking use of deep-focus cinematography and non-linear narrative, Citizen Kane redefined how stories could be told on screen, influencing generations of filmmakers. Welles's performance as the larger-than-life Kane is magnetic, a portrayal of a man who climbs to unimaginable heights only to discover that wealth and power aren't the answers to life's ultimate questions. The film's exploration of themes such as the corrupting nature of ambition and the unfulfilled pursuit of happiness struck a chord with audiences, giving it timeless relevance. With its bold narrative structure and technical innovations, Citizen Kane continues to captivate viewers, earning its place atop the greatest films of all time. One of the most unforgettable elements of the film is the way it plays with perspective. As the story unfolds through various flashbacks, we see Kane's life through the eyes of those who knew him best, painting a complex portrait of a man who never truly understood what mattered most. The iconic set designs and the innovative use of low-angle shots helped to create an atmosphere that was both unsettling and profound. Citizen Kane is a masterpiece that has aged gracefully, retaining its power to mesmerize audiences with its haunting exploration of the human condition. Despite initially receiving mixed reviews, the film's cultural impact only grew over the years. It quickly became a staple in film studies and a touchstone for filmmakers seeking to push the boundaries of the medium. Today, Citizen Kane is widely regarded as not only the greatest film ever made, but also a testament to the genius of Welles, whose innovation changed the course of film history forever. Number 2. Casablanca, 1942. Casablanca is the epitome of classic Hollywood filmmaking, a perfect blend of romance, suspense, and wartime intrigue. Set against the backdrop of World War II, the film follows Rick Blaine, an American expatriate running a nightclub in the Vichy-controlled city of Casablanca. When his former lover, Ilsa, reappears, along with her husband, a resistance leader, Rick must decide whether to follow his heart or make a sacrifice for the greater good. The tension between personal desire and moral duty makes for one of the most poignant cinematic experiences ever crafted. Humphrey Bogart's portrayal of Rick is iconic, grizzled, disillusioned, yet capable of a selfless act of love that defines his character's journey. Ingrid Bergman's Ilsa is equally unforgettable, embodying the perfect blend of strength and vulnerability as she navigates the emotional turmoil of her past. Their chemistry sizzles, and their final scene, the famous "Here's looking at you, kid" moment, has been etched into the annals of film history as one of the most memorable goodbyes ever committed to screen. Beyond the romance, Casablanca is also a sharp commentary on the complexities of war and the choices people must make when the world is in chaos. The film's dialogue, laden with memorable lines, became as iconic as its stars. From "We'll always have Paris" to "This is the start of a beautiful friendship," the script is a treasure trove of quotable moments that continue to resonate with audiences even today. Its timeless appeal lies in its ability to weave personal stories into the grand narrative of history. Despite being overshadowed by the war effort at the time of its release, Casablanca went on to become a beloved classic. Its enduring legacy can be seen in how it has shaped the way we think about both love and sacrifice, reminding us of the importance of standing up for what's right. even in the face of unimaginable loss. Charles Champlin undoubtedly included this gem on his list for its perfect blend of romance, politics, and memorable moments that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. Number 3. The Godfather, 1972. Few films capture the complexities of family, loyalty, and power like The Godfather. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola and based on the novel by Mario Puzo, the film tells the story of the Corleone family, an Italian-American mafia dynasty struggling to maintain control in a rapidly changing world. Marlon Brando's portrayal of Vito Corleone is nothing short of legendary, earning him an Academy Award for Best Actor. His portrayal of the patriarch is a blend of strength, vulnerability, and cold calculation that has become one of cinema's greatest performances. At the heart of The Godfather is Michael Corleone's transformation. Al Pacino's portrayal of Michael, who starts as a reluctant outsider but is eventually drawn into the family business, is a tour de force. His descent into the world of crime is both tragic and inevitable, and Pacino's performance is a testament to his incredible range as an actor. The film's exploration of power, corruption, and the impact of one's choices on family and legacy continues to resonate with audiences today. Coppola's direction and cinematography, combined with Nino Rota's haunting score, create an atmosphere of tension and inevitability that makes The Godfather a cinematic masterpiece. The film's pacing is deliberate, building up to moments of shocking violence and poignant emotional depth. Each frame seems to carry weight, and the quiet moments between characters are as gripping as the film's intense action sequences. The Godfather isn't just a gangster film, it's an exploration of the human condition. Despite being initially seen as a mere genre film, The Godfather soon gained widespread acclaim, cementing its place in cinematic history. It won several Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and sparked 2 sequels that expanded the story of the Corleone family. Champlin, ever the film critic, surely recognized the film's profound impact on the art of storytelling and its enduring influence on future generations of filmmakers. Number 4. 2001. A Space Odyssey, 1968. Stanley Kubrick's 2001. A Space Odyssey is a mind-bending journey through space and time, unlike anything audiences had experienced before. Its enigmatic narrative, stunning visuals, and hauntingly minimalist score make it not only a sci-fi masterpiece, but also one of the most profound meditations on humanity's place in the universe. The film opens with an ancient prehistoric tribe discovering a mysterious monolith, a symbol that will appear at key points throughout human evolution. It's a metaphor for the unknown, the forces beyond our comprehension that drive us forward. The film's centerpiece, the voyage to Jupiter aboard the spacecraft Discovery 1, is a mesmerizing exploration of isolation and technological dependence. The cold, emotionless HAL 9000, a sentient computer, slowly unravels, becoming a symbol of artificial intelligence gone awry. The interaction between HAL and the astronauts, especially the chilling moment when HAL says, "I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that," has become one of the most iconic exchanges in cinema history. Hal is not just a machine. He embodies the tension between humanity and the very technology it created to serve it. Kubrick's use of practical effects, including models and meticulous set designs, was revolutionary for its time. Combined with a classical score, the film's imagery, such as the iconic Stargate sequence, creates a sense of awe and transcendence that still feels otherworldly today. 2001. A Space Odyssey is a film that invites interpretations, opening up discussions about artificial intelligence, extraterrestrial life, and human evolution. It may not provide all the answers, but it forces us to ask questions that continue to challenge our understanding of existence. At its core, Kubrick's film is a meditation on humanity's search for meaning and the mysterious forces that guide our destiny. Its influence extends far beyond science fiction, inspiring not only filmmakers, but also generations of thinkers and dreamers. For Champlin, 2001 is a triumph of cinema, a film that transcends genre and remains one of the most impactful experiences in the history of the medium. Number 5. Schindler's List, 1993. Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List is an emotional and harrowing portrayal of one man's efforts to save Jews from the Holocaust during World War II. The film follows Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who initially profited from the war, but later used his influence and resources to save the lives of over 1,000 Jewish refugees. The film's stark black-and-white cinematography, combined with haunting performances, makes it one of the most devastating films ever made. It's not just a recounting of historical events, it's a deeply human story of compassion amidst unimaginable horrors. Liam Neeson's portrayal of Schindler is nothing short of remarkable, capturing the transformation of a man who evolves from opportunistic to deeply compassionate. His performance carries the weight of the film, and the raw emotion he conveys in pivotal moments, such as when he breaks down over the realization that he could have saved more lives, is unforgettable. The film doesn't shy away from the brutality of the Holocaust. Spielberg's direction ensures that every scene feels personal, making the suffering depicted on screen all the more visceral. The film's use of silence and the selective use of color, such as the red coat of a young girl, intensify the emotional impact of each scene. The haunting score by John Williams, which contrasts the horrific imagery with its mournful beauty, adds to the film's power. Schindler's List is not a film that simply entertains. It's one that educates, challenges, and moves the viewer to reflect on humanity's capacity for both good and evil. By the end of the film, Schindler's story becomes a symbol of the possibility of redemption and the power of one individual to make a difference. It's a film that is as much about the survival of the human spirit as it is about the horrors of history. Champlin's inclusion of Schindler's List reflects the film's importance in cinema, not only for its artistic excellence, but also for its powerful message of hope and resilience in the face of darkness. Number 6. Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. David Lean's Lawrence of Arabia is a sprawling epic that takes audiences on a journey through the deserts of Arabia during World War I, capturing both the grandeur and the complexity of its central figure, T.E. Lawrence. Played by Peter O'Toole in a career-defining performance, Lawrence is portrayed as both a charismatic leader and a deeply conflicted individual. The film explores themes of identity, loyalty, and the consequences of power, as Lawrence navigates his role in the Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire. The film's sweeping cinematography, featuring vast desert landscapes, is nothing short of breathtaking. The use of location shooting and the iconic long shots of Lawrence on horseback in the desert are unforgettable. The sheer scale of the production, combined with Maurice Jarre's haunting score, gives Lawrence of Arabia an epic feel that matches the story's grand themes. But it's not just about the spectacle. Lean's direction ensures that every scene feels personal, with a deep psychological exploration of Lawrence's internal struggles. O'Toole's portrayal of Lawrence is multifaceted, at once a visionary and a man struggling to reconcile his idealism with the brutal realities of war. His performance captures Lawrence's genius as a military strategist, but also his vulnerability and disillusionment. The film also delves into the complex relationships Lawrence forms with the various factions of the Arab world, highlighting the challenges he faces in navigating these delicate alliances. While Lawrence of Arabia is often remembered for its stunning visuals and epic scope, its emotional depth and psychological complexity are what make it truly enduring. It is a film that offers not only a portrait of a historical figure, but also a meditation on the complexities of leadership and the cost of idealism. Champlin's selection of this masterpiece speaks to its lasting influence on the art of filmmaking and its ability to transport audiences to another time and place. Number 7. The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption is one of the most beloved films of all time, a story of hope, friendship, and redemption set within the confines of a brutal prison. Based on a novella by Stephen King, the film follows Andy Dufresne, a man wrongly convicted of murder who spends decades at Shawshank Prison. Over the years, he forms a deep friendship with Ellis "Red" Redding, played by Morgan Freeman, and finds a way to survive the brutal realities of prison life with his resilience and ingenuity. Tim Robbins's portrayal of Andy Dufresne is a perfect balance of quiet strength and intelligence. He doesn't just endure the hardships of prison life, he transforms it. His efforts to bring a sense of normalcy and dignity to the inmates around him, especially through his financial management skills, provide a glimmer of hope in an otherwise bleak environment. But the heart of the film lies in the bond between Andy and Red, whose evolving friendship offers a touching testament to the power of human connection. The film's pacing is deliberate, allowing the audience to become emotionally invested in the characters' lives over the course of many years. The slow build-up of Andy's plan to escape Shawshank is masterfully executed, with the final reveal being one of the most satisfying payoffs in film history. The film's theme of redemption is encapsulated in the iconic line, "Get busy living," or "Get busy dying," a mantra that resonates throughout the narrative and offers hope even in the darkest of times. Despite its modest reception upon release, The Shawshank Redemption has since gained a massive following and is frequently cited as one of the greatest films ever made. Its themes of perseverance and the human capacity for hope resonate deeply with audiences, and its place in Champlin's list reflects its enduring impact on the cinematic landscape. Number 8. Vertigo, 1958. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo is one of the most haunting psychological thrillers ever made, a film that dives deep into obsession, guilt, and the nature of love. James Stewart plays Scotty Ferguson, a retired detective who is hired to follow a woman, Madeline, played by Kim Novak, only to become dangerously obsessed with her. The film explores the theme of unrequited love, as Scotty tries to recreate Madeline in his image, ultimately leading him down a dark and twisted path of obsession. Hitchcock's direction, combined with Robert Burks's striking cinematography, creates an atmosphere of disorientation and unease. The dizzying shots, including the famous spiraling dolly zoom, are used to mirror Scotty's descent into madness. Vertigo is more than a thriller. It's a psychological exploration of the ways in which trauma and obsession can distort our perceptions of reality. Hitchcock masterfully builds tension, blurring the line between reality and illusion and forcing the audience to question what is real. James Stewart's performance is one of the finest of his career, as he takes a character that could easily be seen as a mere voyeur and transforms him into a tragic figure consumed by his own internal demons. Kim Novak's dual role as both the elusive Madeleine and the woman Scotty tries to reshape is equally captivating, providing a mysterious and haunting presence that lingers long after the film ends. Initially met with mixed reviews, Vertigo has since been reappraised as one of Hitchcock's finest films. It's a dark, disturbing exploration of the complexities of the human psyche, and its influence on modern cinema is undeniable. Champlin's selection of Vertigo highlights its status as a timeless psychological masterpiece that continues to captivate audiences with its eerie portrayal of obsession and the danger of living in the past. Number 9. Sunset Boulevard, 1950. Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard is a razor-sharp critique of Hollywood's superficiality and its treatment of aging stars. The film follows the story of Joe Gillis, a down-on-his-luck screenwriter, who finds himself entangled with the faded silent film star Norma Desmond, played by Gloria Swanson. Norma is a woman desperate to make a comeback, living in a decaying mansion, clinging to the glory of her past. The film explores the darkness lurking behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, examining the sacrifices made by those who once shone the brightest. Swanson's performance as Norma Desmond is nothing short of legendary. She plays the role with both grandeur and pathos, capturing the tragic delusion of a woman who refuses to accept that her time in the spotlight has passed. Her unforgettable line, "I am big. It's the pictures that got small," is a chilling reminder of the illusion of fame and how easily it can slip away. William Holden, as Joe, serves as the perfect counterpoint, portraying the cynicism and helplessness of a man caught in a toxic relationship. The film's cynical tone is matched by its noir-style cinematography, with its dark shadows and ominous imagery that add to the sense of doom hanging over the characters. Sunset Boulevard isn't just a Hollywood story. It's a commentary on the societal obsession with fame and youth, and the harsh reality of what happens when both fade away. Its sharp dialogue and bitter tone continue to resonate, making it one of the most critical films ever made about the industry it depicts. Sunset Boulevard stands as a haunting reflection of Hollywood's dark underbelly and its relentless pursuit of fame, offering a sobering view of the cost of stardom. Champlin's inclusion of this film reflects its significance in not only understanding Hollywood, but also in appreciating the art of storytelling and the way Wilder uses satire and tragedy to explore the world of cinema. Number 10. Gone with the Wind, 1939. Victor Fleming's Gone with the Wind is one of the most iconic and sweeping epics in cinema history. Set during the American Civil War and its aftermath, the film follows the tumultuous life of Scarlett O'Hara, a Southern belle played by Vivien Leigh. From her passionate love for Ashley Wilkes to her eventual romance with Rhett Butler, portrayed by Clark Gable, Gone with the Wind is a story of survival, heartbreak, and resilience in a time of immense social and personal upheaval. Leigh's portrayal of Scarlett is one of the most iconic performances in film history. Her ability to balance the character's headstrong determination with her vulnerability as she struggles to adapt to a changing world is truly remarkable. Gable's Rhett Butler, with his charisma and biting wit, provides the perfect foil to Scarlett's character, and their dynamic is one of the most memorable in film. Their relationship is fraught with passion, betrayal, and ultimately tragedy, culminating in the famous "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn" line that still resonates today. The film's cinematography, with its lush Technicolor imagery, is another highlight. The film's scale is monumental, from the grand plantations to the fiery battlefield scenes. It presents a romanticized yet tragic view of the South, one that was not without its controversy upon release, particularly in its portrayal of slavery and the Civil War. Despite this, Gone with the Wind continues to be a cinematic achievement that showcases the power of storytelling on a grand scale. Gone with the Wind is a film that has endured through generations, continuing to captivate audiences with its sweeping narrative, unforgettable characters, and emotional depth. Its place in Champlin's list reflects not only its significance as a cultural landmark, but also its lasting impact on how we think about love, loss, and survival in the face of historical upheaval. Number 11. Apocalypse Now, 1979. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now is a cinematic odyssey into the heart of darkness. Set during the Vietnam War, the film follows Captain Willard, played by Martin Sheen, on a mission to assassinate a rogue colonel, Kurtz, portrayed by Marlon Brando, who has gone mad in the jungles of Cambodia. What begins as a simple military operation spirals into a nightmarish exploration of war's horrors, human nature, and the fine line between civilization and barbarism. The film's iconic imagery, from the surreal helicopter attack set to Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries to the eerie, fog-filled jungle, creates an atmosphere of dread and madness. Coppola's direction is both bold and experimental, taking viewers on a psychological journey as much as a physical one. The film's chaotic production, including Brando's notorious on-set behavior and the challenges faced during filming, only adds to the legend of Apocalypse Now, making it a truly unique cinematic achievement. Marlon Brando's performance as Colonel Kurtz is chillingly mesmerizing. Kurtz is a man who has fully embraced the darkness within himself, abandoning all notions of morality in the face of war. His presence is haunting, and his philosophical monologues about the futility and madness of war add a layer of depth to the film. Martin Sheen's portrayal of Willard, meanwhile, anchors the film in reality, as his journey into the jungle mirrors his own internal descent. Apocalypse Now is not just a war film. It's a profound exploration of the human psyche, the nature of violence, and the breakdown of order. Champlin's inclusion of this film highlights its importance in both the war genre and in cinema as a whole, marking it as one of the greatest films ever made. Number 12. The Wizard of Oz, 1939. Victor Fleming's The Wizard of Oz is the definitive American fantasy film, a tale of adventure, heart, and the pursuit of one's dreams. Dorothy, played by Judy Garland, is swept away from her home in Kansas by a tornado and finds herself in the magical land of Oz. Along with her new friends, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, she embarks on a journey to meet the wizard and find a way back home. Along the way, they discover that the qualities they sought, bravery, wisdom, and compassion, were within them all along. The film's use of Technicolor is legendary, and the transition from the sepia-toned Kansas to the vibrant land of Oz remains one of the most iconic moments in film history. Garland's performance as Dorothy has become synonymous with innocence and hope, and her rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is still one of the most beloved songs in American cinema. The supporting cast, including Frank Morgan as the Wizard, is equally memorable, bringing warmth and charm to this fantastical world. The Wizard of Oz is a film that resonates with viewers of all ages. Its themes of self-discovery, friendship, and the importance of home have made it a timeless classic. Its cultural impact is immeasurable, influencing everything from pop culture to the way we tell stories in modern cinema. Champlin's inclusion of The Wizard of Oz reflects its unparalleled status as a film that continues to enchant and inspire audiences, leaving an indelible mark on both Hollywood and the hearts of viewers. Number 13. Dr. Strangelove, 1964. Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove is one of the most biting and brilliant political satires ever made. The film explores the absurdity of the Cold War and the potential for nuclear annihilation, following a group of military and government officials who struggled to prevent an accidental nuclear war. With Peter Sellers delivering a career-defining performance in multiple roles, including the eccentric title character, Dr. Strangelove, The film is a masterclass in dark comedy. The film's humor is both absurd and chilling, as Kubrick expertly blends slapstick with satirical commentary on military bureaucracy and the dangers of unchecked power. Sellers' performance as the bumbling yet dangerous Dr. Strangelove is unforgettable, and his other roles as a U.S. president and a British officer only add to the film's surreal tone. The film's iconic final moments, including the image of a mushroom cloud set to the song "We'll Meet Again," are both haunting and darkly comedic. Dr. Strangelove isn't just a satire. It's a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of human existence in the face of global conflict. Kubrick's direction is sharp, precise, and daring, making the film as thought-provoking as it is entertaining. Champlin's inclusion of this film reflects its enduring relevance and its place as one of the most significant films of the 20th century. Number 14. The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Jonathan Demme's The Silence of the Lambs is a psychological thriller that redefined the genre. The film follows FBI trainee Clarice Starling, played by Jodie Foster, as she seeks the help of the incarcerated Dr. Hannibal Lecter, portrayed by Anthony Hopkins, to catch a serial killer. What follows is a chilling cat-and-mouse game, as the brilliant but monstrous Lecter plays with Starling's mind, all while she tries to solve the case. Hopkins's portrayal of Hannibal Lecter is one of the most iconic performances in film history. His calm, controlled demeanor masks a deeply unsettling and dangerous mind, making his interactions with Starling both intriguing and terrifying. Foster's performance is equally compelling, as Starling navigates her own demons while trying to get the better of Lecter. Their scenes together are some of the most tense in cinematic history, building suspense with every word exchanged. The film's dark and atmospheric tone, combined with its psychological depth, sets The Silence of the Lambs apart from other thrillers. It's not just about solving a crime, it's about the psychological unraveling of both the characters and the audience. The film's success, including its sweep of the major Academy Awards, cemented its place as a modern classic, and Champlin's inclusion of it reflects its standing as one of the greatest thrillers of all time. Number 15. The Graduate, 1967. Mike Nichols's The Graduate is a defining film of the 1960s, capturing the confusion, rebellion, and uncertainty of a generation. The film follows Benjamin Braddock, played by Dustin Hoffman, a young man who finds himself entangled in an affair with Mrs. Robinson, played by Anne Bancroft, only to fall in love with her daughter, Elaine. The film's exploration of love, lust, and the clash between generations struck a chord with audiences, making it one of the most important films of the era. Hoffman's portrayal of Benjamin is a breakthrough performance, capturing the awkwardness and indecisiveness of youth in a way that felt both authentic and universal. Bancroft's portrayal of Mrs. Robinson is equally memorable, embodying a woman who is both seductive and deeply troubled by her choices. The film's iconic soundtrack, featuring Simon and Garfunkel, enhances its emotional resonance, capturing the essence of a generation caught between idealism and disillusionment. The Graduate broke conventions and became a cultural touchstone, capturing the spirit of a time when traditional values were being questioned and personal freedoms were being redefined. Its open-ended conclusion, with Benjamin's impulsive decision to chase after Elaine, serves as both a culmination and a question mark about the choices we make in life. Champlin's inclusion of The Graduate reflects its lasting impact on filmmaking, its groundbreaking portrayal of youth culture, and its continued relevance in understanding the complexities of human relationships. Charles Champlin's list of the top 15 greatest movies of all time is not just a list of films, it's a celebration of cinema as an art form. Each film represents a unique exploration of the human condition, from love and ambition to power and madness. These movies not only shaped the landscape of Hollywood, but also left an indelible mark on culture, storytelling, and filmmaking techniques that continue to influence filmmakers today.